Okay, we're going to graph a rational function. This is our fraction function. Using all the steps, what we have right here is our function is f of x equals 2x squared minus 2 over x squared minus 9. And I'm going to find individual pieces that are going to help me graph it. So starting off number 1, to find the x-intercepts, I only use the numerator for this. Now these are actual points that are going to be crossed. These are not asymptotes. So I'm just taking that top here, and we're going to solve for x. So I'll add my 2 to both sides. I have 2x squared equals 2, divide by 2, x squared equals 1. I'll take the square root of both, and x is going to be positive or negative 1. So I can go ahead and put those on here. I'm going to have a point at a positive and a negative 1. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is find my y-intercept. And the y-intercept always comes from when x is 0, and we substitute that in. So we take the whole thing here, and we're going to put those values of x as 0, which is always easy to do because I can just basically eliminate anything with an x, and I'm left with 2/9, meaning that my y-intercept is x is 0, y is 2/9. So that's not quite a hole. We'll just stick him kind of generically right there. Okay, the next thing I want to do is find my asymptotes, and I want to know my vertical and horizontal. So we're going to start first with our vertical, and then we'll come over and do our horizontal, because we really can't graph until we know our limits. The vertical, if you remember, works with our x values, and we're going to talk about the denominator. So if I split him up because he is squared, I can factor him. I know I'm going to have some asymptotes. At x is a -3. So it's got this funky dotted line and a +3. And that would be my 2, but where x cannot equal. It can never approach. It approaches but doesn't actually touch those. Now my horizontal asymptote, if you recall, compares my values because my x's are the same. I'm just going to pull their coefficients out, and I would say my horizontal asymptote is a 2, or 2 over 1. So I'm going to come to my y-axis here and put an asymptote at a +2. Okay, so I'm ready at this point now to go ahead and graph this. And to do so, I'm going to have to kind of pick some points because I've created a bunch of sections here, and I want to know if they're going to be in the positive or in the negative, if you would. So I'm going to pick the point -4. I'm going to pick, well, I kind of anticipate this guy's going to already be in this one that way. So we can go ahead and jump to a +4 here that way. So I'm sticking it back into this original, and I'm essentially going to just substitute that in. I'm going to make myself kind of a template, because if I stick in my 4 first to both, I'm going to get 4 squared is 16 times 2 is 32 minus 2 comes out at 30, and 16 minus 9 is 7. So we're going to get a positive value, meaning that we're going to be at the 4. 7 goes into that about 4-ish or sort of times. So we can kind of put ourselves a little bit of a point right about here, let's say. I'm going to try that with a -4. If you recall, it doesn't make a difference, right? So I can say the -4 is going to be here, and that's just that whole squared cool value. So that means my graph is going to come through that point and avoid those corners. Same thing here. And then most likely, based upon all of these intercepts we have here, it will come up and down like such. So finding each of those allows me to create the graph because it's going to be unique every single time in what direction those pattern.